What we do is offer materials and equip people to help them share the good news and apply the good news to the life issues. We produce all kinds of resources, from bulletin inserts to booklets to DVDs to speakers and offering speakers, and that's how we help. We help equip others to help. Well, for example, like every year there's Life Sunday, and we offer churches the bulletin insert, and building around that bulletin insert and the theme, we have sermons, we have a children's bulletin insert, we offer booklets, brochures, DVDs that relate to it to help the congregation apply the life issue to that specific theme and that specific life issue. So we try and provide them with all they need to share the message, because sometimes churches know the good news and they know about the life issues, but they don't always know how they connect and how they can help with them. And that's what we try to do.
I'm a preschool teacher, and some of the things that I think LFL has equipped me to do is, you don't, of course, talk about abortion to preschoolers, but there are lots of opportunities to talk about life and how special each person is. So some things that I've done in the classroom, for instance, at Christmas time, when we talk about John the Baptist sleeping inside of Elizabeth, I always tell them stories about what my children did while they were in utero, and then I ask them to go home and ask their mom, did they do anything strange, or did they respond like one of my kids responded to a basketball all the time? Did that ever happen to them? Can their mom tell them about that? And when we talk about the creation of the world, and we have a unit on outer space, I talk about, just think God made us so special that there is no place better in the whole universe for us than just right here. That God had that perfect plan for us, and He loves you so much that He made you just like that. Those are some examples that I've had. I think that just having people come to me and saying, after like a session on end-of-life issues, someone came to me and said, thank you for offering that, because I have been feeling guilty for years because I was the one that made this decision to take the tubes out of my mom. And I've been so sad about that, and my sister has been angry with me, and because of this workshop, I feel like I really did do what God wanted me to do. And so there are stories like that you know that you're making some small change.
Lutherans for Life became involved in the area of post-abortion about 20 years ago when we started our Word of Hope ministry, which is the only ministry of its kind to Lutherans within Lutheran churches. And we are a telephone ministry that fields about 300 calls a month from people who have had abortions, both Lutheran and non-Lutheran. Pastors need to know that within their congregations are women and men who have had that abortion experience, and if they fail to speak on that, they tell these people that they have committed the unforgivable sin, and that cannot be addressed unless it is because it remains silent. That grief needs to surface, and it will do that when they start exploring those issues and those feelings.
Lutherans for Life, first and foremost, reaches Lutherans, equips them to share their faith, to talk about life issues with all people. And we want to encourage those people to talk about what Jesus Christ has done, the forgiveness that is ours, and the forgiveness that is the person's they're talking to. So even if that person had an abortion, we want them to know that Christ forgives them and that there is eternal life for them as well. Lutherans are sharing life with Lutherans and other people on a one-to-one basis. They're transforming lives and helping those that have broken lives have that abundant life. John 10:10. The New England District LWML president came by my exhibit and shared that her Lutherans for Life chapter put up a poster of how babies are farmed in the womb, and not just in the church, but also in the community. And last year, she met a woman that told her she saw the poster, she made the call, and she decided to keep her baby. And that day, that LWML woman saw that woman with a little 3-year-old son. And she said, that smiling little beautiful face, was saved, that life was saved because your Lutherans For Life chapter put up that poster. Awesome.
The avenue could be through a crisis pregnancy center, where we have the example in South Dakota. We were able to raise funds to purchase an ultrasound machine for a crisis pregnancy center. And that crisis pregnancy center reaches women and families who might be making an abortion decision. And we are able to help them maybe make a decision for life. And that is just one way. We can go into churches and give conferences and all those kinds of things, but it's not meeting some of those people who never come in through those church doors. And it's taking the gospel out of those doors, because we have a mission field just outside the doors everywhere. One of the very first ultrasounds that were done with the ultrasound machine that we purchased was saving of twins. And those twins are alive and healthy today. And the mom didn't have the guilt of the abortion on her. And we have these two little children that can grow up to learn to know who Jesus is and tell their story. You know, my mom was in a crisis pregnancy, and she almost chose not to have us, but she gave us life. And we thank God for that chance to live. Well, the ultrasound is like a window to the womb. You know, if you could have a window there and you could see it growing month by month and even day by day in the beginning, you're going to see the formation of the body and the limbs and that kind of thing. And when people see that there is a life there and it's not just a blob of tissue, I can't kill my baby. And that's good news.